The sun is set, the stars have come out. Sit back, relax, and enjoy an evening in the park.
Good evening. Welcome to the Faribault Senior High Spring Formal. My name is Brent Fuchs, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies tonight.
And I'm Heidi Meehan, your Mistress of Ceremonies. The theme this year is an evening in the park, set in a romantic, starlit sky with grand gates, a gazebo, water fountain, and stream, along with many streetlights, park benches, and trees. The prom theme song this year is Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers.
I'm sure everyone has made many memories already tonight that will continue to be created throughout the night that they can cherish and share. While we wait for the Grand March to begin, we would like to mention these few reminders.
We would ask that the audience would remain seated for the duration of the Grand March to provide maximum viewing for everyone.
We also ask that no one leaves their seat to take pictures. If they wish, parents will be able to view post-prom decorations following the Grand March from 9:30 to 11 at Bashers'. The evening progresses as follows.
We will begin as a couple stroll through the enchanted starlit courtyard. Then the couples will dance to this year's theme song, Unchained Melody. The second song is reserved for the couples to dance with the parents of the ladies. The final dance is reserved for the parents of the men.
Before we present this evening's couples, we would like to thank the following people. Our chaperones for the evening are Donna and Russ Bauer,
Judy and Bob Bew,
Pat and Mark Freeman,
Cindy and Scott Glendy,
Mary Cadlick and Russ Hartley,
Tammy and Mark Westman,
Donna and Harvey Scholl,
and Kate and Jim Wolf. Our hosts and hostesses, sophomores, Jill Anderson, Ty Buchler,
Crystal Dapper, Scott Arshamble,
Sarah Denny, Nolan Jindra,
Amy Greaser, Brian Johnson,
Jennifer Lemieux, Dave Monge,
Sarah Ludwig, Chad Morrill,
Katie Merrill, Chris Onstead,
Brenda Myers, Chris Holstrom,
Dee Dee Pumper, Brent Peruka,
Dana Spitzak, and Chris Peterson.
and our gatekeepers, Katie McCusker and Tara Edel.
In addition, a special thanks to our maintenance engineers, Mr. Hank Helgeson, Mr. Mark Freed, Mr. Mark Peterson, Mr. Denny Bauer, Mr. Bob James, Mr. Dan Honegrath. We would also like to say thanks to our food and refreshment supervisors, Mr. and Mrs. Lenny Boyd, and to Mr. Dennis Glynn and Mrs. Thompson for videotaping the prom. We would also like to thank our prom advisor, Don Larson, for his many hours he puts in as he sees his last one as advisor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the Grand March of the 1996 Faribault Senior High Spring Formal. Leading this year's Grand March will be Student Council President and Floor Chairperson Leslie Holman, escorted by Adam Munson. Sloan Eastman, escorted by Roger Ask. Missy Beadle, escorted by Scott Tywater. Carrie Schmidt, escorted by Jim Anderson. Georgette Lake, escorted by Mike Giesecke. Courtney Benar, escorted by Chad Wolf. Agnes Annette, escorted by Pat Hopwood. Amanda Miller, escorted by Josh Hardy. Christy Burby, escorted by Sean Bollier. Jamie Schroep, escorted by Joe Martinson.
Corey Spiker, escorted by Nicholas Boyd. Renee Zenson, escorted by Richard Feitinger. Sheridan Parachek, escorted by Meredith Oliver. Angie DeWolf, escorted by Jason Matthews. Carrie Casper, escorted by Brad Evans. Angie McShane, escorted by Tim Stadler. Angie Peterson, escorted by Al Masalski. Holly Peterson, escorted by Eric Hughes. Teresa Hayden, escorted by Josh Kittleson. Deb Sarter, escorted by Dan Weinberger.
Faith Rajna, escorted by Brandon Finnegan. Kelly View, escorted by Brian Karen. Julie DeMars, escorted by Nick LeCan. Liz Kapp, escorted by Steve Beatty. Jody Knudsen, escorted by Chris Reavers. Angela Herkenren, escorted by Brandon Olson. Jill Hansen, escorted by Joel Peterson. Chrissy Sherwood, escorted by Juan Munoz. Cassidy Dunbar, escorted by Jeremy Townley. Christy Reck, escorted by Steve Remley.
Nancy Smoley, escorted by Harold Perkins. Julie Funk, escorted by John Winchell. Melissa Van Dam, escorted by Rob Newport. Carrie Jo Kilmeyer, escorted by Dan Arshan. Kelly Hanlon, escorted by Josh DeGroot. Amanda Benson, escorted by Casey Lake. Tammy Brooks, escorted by Dave Amber. Renee Fuller, escorted by Jeremy Gerke. Teresa Brown, escorted by Mike Markey. Jenny Wicks, escorted by Chris Schroeder.
Teresa Lenahan, escorted by Josh Sturmer. Michelle Becker, escorted by Matt Walker. Jane Anderson, escorted by Jeff Duffy. Tara Fisher, escorted by Ryan O'Neill. Christina Fritz, escorted by Jesse Simeon. Larissa Ellingson, escorted by Jerry Unruh. Melanie Van Dam, escorted by Nate Shapee. Carrie Bauer, escorted by Wayne Miller. Heather Smith, escorted by Dan Leon. Jamie Roloff, escorted by Micah Andrews.
Natalie Koss, escorted by Leif Cooks. Holly Hall, escorted by Chad Reinhorst. Melissa Meyer, escorted by Joe Casper. Kachina Rock, escorted by Joe Thomas. Carrie Schmoll, escorted by John Miller. Jamie DeMars, escorted by Phil Merritt. Missy Taji, escorted by Ron Hahn. Jacqueline King, escorted by Martin Kolkish. Carrie Sari, escorted by J.R. Dufresne. Jada Augustine, escorted by Brian Laney.
Lisa Nyman, escorted by Steve Bauer. Tracy Robb, escorted by Brian Bauer. Robin Pecan, escorted by Dan Anneby. Nicole Carver, escorted by Dan Gruber. Carrie Dykey, escorted by Sean Bolden. Yulia Tornova, escorted by Chris Scott. Anna Rutherford, escorted by Ethan Anderson. Isla Stiegler, escorted by Jason Felix. Rebecca Carley, escorted by Kevin DeGazelle. Robin McCullough, escorted by Nick Redmond.
Lisa Reitfeld, escorted by Matt Thomas. Amy Nygaard, escorted by Jason Bastier. Tammy Theobar, escorted by Sam Nichols. Lisa Rain, escorted by Seth Forrest. Katie Nicholson, escorted by Brad Wendell. Lindsay Thompson, escorted by Scott Olson. Rita Dapper, escorted by Steve Johnson. Molly Kramer, escorted by Cheng Woon. Jenny Hoyt, escorted by John Brody. Missy McCurra, escorted by Chris Bernthal.
Sherry Steffel, escorted by Brian McCurra. Denny Buendorf, escorted by Jesse Wright. Crystal Horacek, escorted by Mike Velishik. Megan Osterman, escorted by Joel Berger. Jesse Moen, escorted by Todd Belmont. Stacy Tuttle, escorted by Jake Curran. Kelly Spitzak, escorted by Mark Forscher. April Scholstedt, escorted by Josh Moen. Kara Schreck, escorted by Clint Wagner. Rebecca Adams, escorted by James Bauer.
Cindy Stika, escorted by Steve Perry. Simeon Tett, escorted by Jake Schultz. Annie Curry, escorted by Dave Rosette. Lisa Berge, escorted by Jason Bauer. Nicole Snyder, escorted by Josh Kramer. Dee Anders, escorted by Corey Karen. Paula Petrie, escorted by Jason Freeman. Liz Dwinell, escorted by Eric Carlson. Stephanie Aker, escorted by Todd Morris. Chris Worley, escorted by Alan Clark.
Kelly Cowan, escorted by Paul Tetzlaff. Cassidy Slavenhook, escorted by Matt Hilly. Natalie Karsten, escorted by Ezra Kazee. Mary Speckles, escorted by Dan Fisher. Mackenzie Wormington, escorted by Justin Teskey. Amy Markison, escorted by Corey Benton. Laura Savoy, escorted by Chad Emerson. Teresa Benoit, escorted by Levi Hansen. Krista Johnson, escorted by Jason Cashin. Aaron Miller, escorted by Sean Linane.
Jenny Reed, escorted by David Catterley. Jenny Hendrickson, escorted by Corey McCusker. Lisa Osmond, escorted by Jake Theobar. Nikki Borcher, escorted by Ben Cooper. Jenny Middleston, escorted by Shane Malachi. Jamie Faribault, escorted by Brian Schwartz. Jamie Hanscom, escorted by Garrett Bachman. Melissa Hughes, escorted by Luke Salmon. Joni Chapman, escorted by Joe Strobel. Holly Pearson, escorted by Jesse Gutman.
Molly Gillen, escorted by Sean Reynolds. Sadie Karen, escorted by Mike Manthey. Rebecca Wordish, escorted by Ryan Townsend. Michelle Schwartz, escorted by John Lindsay. Tiffany Walters, escorted by Justin Stevens. Shannon Nelson, escorted by Jeremy Groman. Heidi Walbert, escorted by Jason Balson. Melissa Endress, escorted by Brent Johnson. Kelly Hoban, escorted by Steve Dopp. Jennifer Orr, escorted by Paul Corbel.
Kiri Coons, escorted by Jason Cortez. Betsy Chow, escorted by John Murphy. Jenna Wilson, escorted by Dave Carpentier. Susie Winkles, escorted by Jared Menard. Katie Bastier, escorted by Andy Tonda. Michelle Kahn, escorted by Matt Quast. Kelly Schreck, escorted by Greg Bliss. Annie Davis, escorted by John Zolek. Randy Shostak, escorted by Peter Davis. Jody Hanston, escorted by Ron Reason. Jamie Heisington, escorted by Chris Ball.
Courtney Boucher, escorted by Tanner Larson. Janice Smith, escorted by Jason Anderson. Danelle Hollingsworth, escorted by Nick Jacobs. Stephanie Tuttle, escorted by Josh Wells. Shelby Rice, escorted by Rick White. Jenny Schwartz, escorted by Casey Hanlon. Jana Frederick, publicity chairperson, escorted by Ross Spicer. Tisha Varacek, ceiling chairperson, escorted by Tim Meehan. Heather Rank, ticket sales chairperson, escorted by Jimmy Dykey. Lisa Berry, cafeteria chairperson, escorted by Kurt Kransky. Sarah Covert, entry chairperson, escorted by Jason Stoffren.
Melanie Lambert, hospitality chairperson, escorted by Brian Veronchek. Melissa Steenhardt, program chairperson, escorted by Ben Bauer. J.C. Ackman, band area chairperson, escorted by Andy Morgan. Alyssa Panero, theme song chairperson, escorted by Nate Yannon. Chrissy Gillett, escorted by Lance Nearby, steering committee chairperson. Sarah Southworth, escorted by Scott Hubers, steering committee chairperson. Stacy Mays, steering committee, escorted by Scott Poison. Kara Rangard, steering committee, escorted by Paul Demro. Marion Boisler, escorted by Zach Culver, Steering Committee. Amanda Dell, Senior Class President, Steering Committee, escorted by Mitch Onstead.
This concludes.
At this time, we ask the couples to return to the dance floor for the theme song.
on the floor will play the theme song again. For the second song,